Welcome viewers, welcome to another episode of astrology, and I am Dr. Chivupula. In my previous video, I had explained whether presence of planets like Rahu and Kethu in the 5th house from ascendant is going to prevent an individual from having children or not. In that video, I had explained how you assess whether someone is going to have a child or not based on the planets present in the 5th house, strength of the Lord of the 5th house, conjunction of planets in the 5th house, planets aspecting the 5th house, the strength of Jupiter, who is primarily responsible for blessing an individual with a child, and finally, last but not the least, the strength of the ascendant Lord itself. In this video, I'm going to take an example of a real horoscope where in an individual, Kethu is present in the 5th house from the ascendant. This individual was married and within a year had a child, even though Kethu was present in the 5th house. How is this possible? Let us examine this particular horoscope and see what made this individual bear a child within 1 year of marriage. The reason I'm posting this video is a lot of marriages we find are not confirmed because the parents say there are Rahu or Kethu in the 5th house, and hence we are not very sure whether the individual is going to have a child or not, and hence we don't want to proceed with this particular alliance. This is actually not right. We need to assess and we need to take into consideration all this before we decide whether we want to go ahead or not, and not just based on presence of Rahu or Kethu or Mars or Saturn in the 5th house. So let's go into the details of the horoscope. I usually use the South Indian horoscope analysis chart, but for the benefit of viewers from all parts, I have put the chart in both the Kundali, or the chart that we call, in both North Indian as well as South Indian versions, so that you can follow any one of the charts that you're comfortable with. If you like my channel, please like, share and subscribe so that I can post more videos of this sort. And if you've got any questions, please post your comments. Let's go straight into the analysis of the birth chart. You are about to see on the screen the birth chart of an individual who has Kethu in the 5th house, and yet they had a child within 1 year of the marriage. Have a close look at the birth chart. The ascendant is Tula Lagna, and Vrishika you got Venus and Mars. You got Jupiter and Moon in the 4th house Makara. You got Kethu in Kumbha, which is the 5th house. In the 6th house, which is Meena, you got Saturn. In Simha, which is the 11th house, you got Rahu. And in Kanya, you got Sun and Mercury. So let us analyze the birth chart, mainly from the strength of the ascendant Lord, the 5th house, and the aspects that the 5th house has got, and strength of the Lord of the 5th house. Then we look in terms of the Dasa and Antara Dasa. So ascendant Lord is Venus, and he is present in the 2nd house, which is Vrishika, along with the Lord of the 2nd house, which is Mars, and hence it's strong. In the 4th house, you got Jupiter, where it appears to be Jupiter is debilitated, but Jupiter is in Saturn's house and Saturn is in Jupiter's house. So we mutually exchange houses, and it is called Parivardhana. And based on the Parivardhana, Jupiter gains back its strength as well as Saturn gets back its strength. So even though Saturn is in the 6th house, which is considered to be a hidden house, based on the mutual exchange of houses, Saturn also gets back its strength. And again, if you look in terms of conjunction in the 4th house, which is Jupiter conjuncted with Moon, you need to look in terms of the strength of the Moon. The Moon has got its strength based on the Moon going towards full Moon, and hence it further strengthens Jupiter. And also Moon in the 4th house is considered to have Dikbala. So Moon is really strong, and based on that, Jupiter also gains back its strength. So based on this, in this horoscope, even though it looks like Kethu is present in the 5th house, and also there is one more aspecting of Kethu by Mars. As you know, Mars has got 4, 7 and 8 house aspecting. Mars is aspecting Kethu, but Mars is also closely conjuncted with Venus, based on which the Mars is now considered to be a good planet rather than a planet which is going to further weaken the 5th house. Now let us focus on the Dasa and Antara Dasa that the person was running. The person was running Rahu Dasa, and Rahu is placed in Labhasthan, which is the 11th house. So Rahu will behave like, because Rahu Ketu don't have their own houses, so Rahu in Simha, it's going to behave like Sun. So Rahu in the 11th house, which is called Labhasthana, and Antara Dasa was Venus when they got married. So second house is also called Kudumbasthan, or a house which is supposed to give family as well as wealth, Dana. So during Rahu Dasa and Venus Antara Dasa, the individual got married, and within a year they were blessed with a child. The reason why I took this horoscope is to explain to viewers that please do not focus just the presence of Rahu or Ketu in the 5th house and reject horoscopes. Do a deep analysis of the horoscope to look in terms of the strength of different planets before you decide whether you want to go ahead with an alliance or not. Now, I'm leaving this question to the viewers. Based on the planetary positions and based on what I have explained to you, can you guess the gender of the child? And if you can guess, please post it in the comment section. And also, if you learn astrology or if you're an astrologer, can you provide the reasons why your answer is whether a male or a female child? This will be helpful for others who read the comment section. So if you like this video, please like, share and subscribe so that I can post more videos, as well as if you got any questions or if you need any clarifications, please post in the comment section. Thank you. Bye.